Are you still not able to use it? Oh no. This is gonna be the most boring live for the next like 10 minutes.
It won't let me go live.
We still have like 6 minutes till we start. This is gonna be so boring for the first 6 minutes.
Amber, it doesn't let Connor McCain go live yet because it's too fresh. I don't know, but not.
I haven't started the live stream because Chase Robbins and Landry tried getting it.
Oh.
Wait, so you're not going live on KC no more?
Let me go back live.
Why I can't go?
Nah, dude, I'm a
I
kid.
can't go live because I accidentally left Landry.
Wait.
I titled it live concert, so I'm pretty sure some people are gonna watch it.
Nope. I have to take the live from you.
Go live.
Hey, sweet, you did it.
Hello, gang. Hi, Chase.
That was the most like kawaii I think I've ever heard your voice.
Wait, join the live. Amber and wait.
Oh, I gotta listen to it.
It
I
said
love
I
the
accepted
entire
it.
horn section is live right now.
Okay, Chase.
So much.
It's so loud.
It's so much like response, feedback.
Whenever the actual concert starts, I have to kick you out, Amber, because I can hear you. Yeah, because it won't play my audio if I don't have anyone else in there. What? Well, I don't want to do a concert with my AirPod.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't go too well.
Wait, Amber, pass the phone to Connor.
I just got an email from the University of Reno, Nevada.
Oh.
That's the most random college I think I've ever got.
Colleges in Nevada.
I got Purdue for a while.
Really?
Oh,
I
yeah.
applied to Purdue. I
you
applied
did?
literally like last May, yeah.
I did all of mine like the night of, simply just in case. Why are the 2 comments that I got retracted by the person who sent them? It was like normal ones too.
I don't know.
I got an invite to come to Ireland.
Bye, Amber. No, don't let anyone join. It's gonna mess it up.
Good evening and welcome parents, family, and friends to the TNA Journey Organization Day Concert. My name is Richard Robbins. I'm privileged to have served as this year's 6A Economy organizer. As we final portion of the concert tonight, we'd like to make just a few acknowledgements. First and foremost, I'd like to recognize the percussion coordinator of the 6-Day Symphonic Band, who has organized percussion music, made arrangements for all our equipment needs, and helped ensure our percussion students were well prepared for tonight. Please join me in thanking Ms. Juliana Fletcher from Keller. I'd also like to acknowledge some of the students on stage who not only earned a seat in the top 6-day performing ensemble region, but were also selected as area-level musicians. If you are a student that advanced to the area round in the TMA All-State audition process, would you please stand and be recognized? So students advance to the next round of auditions last Saturday at Top High School competed for seats in the Texas All-State Ensembles, which is the highest individual honor high school musicians can achieve in the state of Texas. Among all the regions in our area, Region 30 has the most students earn this distinction. If you became a Texas All-Stater at Top High School a couple of weeks ago, will you please stand and be recognized? Officially, we've had the privilege of students joining this ensemble that were not originally in the program when it was printed. Please help us in thanking our profession, Hayden Burke from Central High School.
I just exist.
And alto clarinet, Jordan Hernandez from Boswell High School. We have a great program for you tonight, and I'm pleased to introduce the clinician and conductor for this ensemble. Dr. Alfred L. Watkins was the director of band at Lassiter High School in Marietta, Georgia for 31 out of his 37 years in public education. Ensembles under his direction have made 7 appearances at the Midwest International Band Worship Clinic in Chicago, 14 appearances at the Georgia Music Educators Association State Convention. They performed at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City 3 times, and the Tournament of Roses Parade in Pasadena, California 4 times. Additionally, the Lassiter Trojan Marching Band was named the Bands of America Grand National Champions twice during his tenure. He's currently the music director, conductor, and co-founder of the Cobb Wind Symphony, one of the nation's premier adult community bands. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the TMA Region 36 State Symphonic Band and Dr. Alfred Watkins. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. I know it's always my customary for us to address an audience. We are typically talking the day of the concert. I didn't all go to today, right now. I did a lot of concerts, dance, young listen to the city. The class of music expected to come to our auditorium. This is outline playing that's an appreciation of what we're doing. Coming out of what we just played, or what we're about to play, works. We're doing the outline music or whatever. We give you the storyline before we give the opportunity. It's just not going to follow on to us all. Occasionally, I like to address to you what we do. We just play in the foot of the city. It's a fine time to be in that. Gosh. Last year, 24 hours ago. Yeah. And that needs to be expressed. They come in here, so I brought it with me, they put this together, and maybe about an These from Georgia, from Metro Atlanta, the home of Coca-Cola, and the home of Delta Airlines, and we're maybe something to look at market to be perfect in this already. We are Tennessee is Alabama, North Carolina is kind of out northeast, South Carolina is out northeast, South Carolina northeast. The Atlantic actually borders us to Savannah, Florida is south of us. And unfortunately, Alabama is the west of us, we don't like it. The next piece bears the description entitled About New Baby Gun. During the year 2016, for the young students in the house, the research review of they found out what happened in most recent American history. The term About New Baby Gun was named after the Negro National Anthem, written by James Weldon Johnson in the year 2000. set to music by the Brother Rosemont in 2005 on the anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's 33rd February 12th. The genesis of the composition, however, had a different meaning. July 15th, 2015, a young, deranged, and troubled man went into a church in Charleston, South Carolina. His name was Dylan Moore, 19 years old, if I'm not mistaken. He went into a church near the Atlantic in Charleston, probably about a mile away from the docks, and went to a prayer service in Emmanuel Lane Church, affectionately known that part of the world as Mother Emmanuel Church. It had been there for well over 150 years. He went to a prayer service in the basement of the church with worshipers regularly in that church. You've seen them go around, you know what it's like. In about an hour, he had service, sitting on a round table. He reached into his bag and he pulled out a pistol. And one of the elders of the church said, "Come with this son." He proceeded to kill 9 people in the basement of that church. That's a whole tragic story that happened in 2015. These youngsters were a little young, but it's a part of our history. Well, the reason that's important is that the very next year, the college band directors, Southern Division, were having a meeting in Charleston, South Carolina, in 2016, around the same time. And they wanted to have a word commission to honor Mother Emmanuel Church, who was part of those 9 people. It just so happened that the Schimmelhorn Auditorium was across the street from the church. And so they wanted to commemorate that moment in perpetuity. So they hired the composer John Mackey. All the students and parents will know John's name. And they asked John to write a piece. John said, "I can't write that down." So I tried to frame it one more time. He's a jazz musician who is brilliant. He's African American. And the church, by this time, probably figured out it was a black church that Dylan was part of. And so Omar Thomas wrote this wonderful poem for to commemorate that service. It was performed in the College Veterans National Association 2016. The important part to know about this is you'll recognize it as being sad, sorrowful, and everything that will go along with the tragedy. Omar Thomas chose to use the hymn, "Lift Every Voice and Sing," that presents itself in a beautiful oboe solo about women in the end. And it'll come back in the middle in a chant. And the reason it's important, you'll see the students stomping and clapping, remnants of the black church in the Southeast for so many years. And they will vocalize the chant itself. And what you would expect to be a difficult time actually ends up in E-flat major. It ends up with hope. It ends up with aspiration. It ends up with dignity. And one would ask, why would it end after such a horrible event? And according to the composer in the premiere, he sat in the audience with the survivors of the shooting, their families. The mothers, the fathers, sisters, and brothers were there. He said, I couldn't put them through a difficult time again. So I wanted them to have another experience. In the middle of it, it becomes very, very aleatory. It becomes very confusing. It sounds like we're just completely lost, but we're not lost. And you'll hear a little bit of the melody sneaking through, but it's just about as ugly and as menacing in a quiet kind of way that you can imagine. And he said he wrote that because he wanted people to commemorate the shooting, but he couldn't write gunshots or snare drum. So I didn't want those folks to hear those sounds again. So he comes out with the beautiful sounds and everything. And I thought the piece is very descriptive to you, so you can follow this. Hope you enjoy it. I'm not saying that.
play specific songs, and then everyone else is like, she's in a concert. It's so funny. You know what? So sounds cool. Oh my god, everybody's really excited.
Thank you so much. Just a little percussion. Thank you. Enjoy that. These times the next day. And the olden time, the beginning of the day was the sunset. The beginning of the day was the sunrise. And so we're in the sunset. Sometimes it sets on when you're golden light. We call it the sunset. Sunset evening. But there's always a promise of tomorrow. Therefore, one of the band Lucians passed away in 2004. And the band Lucians, the band here for 1 year, got a religious sauce here with the clothes. And that's one of the pieces of care for the band that we all do so many things around the whole so I thought it was something that the next piece is the government of March, written for the governor of the Virgin Islands by Alton Adams. Alton Adams was an interesting footprint. He was to the Baylors in the House family, and I know Alton Adams was the 10th member of the prestigious American Bandmasters Association, where he was not membership. So the ABA opened up with 9 members in his first year. This was done in 1929. He was inducted posthumously 49 years later, 79 years later. His footprint is a bandmaster in the Virgin Islands, a friend of John Phillips, who's been at Evan Frankel Road, and from that year, so here we're going to look at like a certain march in the 1900s, and I hope you enjoy it. So about 3 minutes, the governor's on.
Let's do it. Play the first name. Oh my god, this is such a good piece. Oh, I'm so excited.
Family, friends, and meetings in their lives to help them to achieve where they are today. Powerful performances like this cannot come without you. We're thankful for your to Dr. Watkins, who's been so gracious to share his knowledge and wisdom with our students and to inspire all of us. Can we have another round of applause for Dr. Watkins?
I think it's one of the best clinics that we've had.
What?
I think it's like the best clinician we've had so far. Definitely most memorable.
Without further ado, please welcome back to the stage Dr. Alfred Watkins and the 6 Days of Fun.
Been here once before, 3 years back, and it's great to see the growth in the programs, facilities, and the spirit of music making and band is still terrific. I also want to thank you for this wonderful weather that you welcomed me to for the last 24 hours. I understand this is normal for this part of the country. I expect it to be 15 when I get home back to Georgia, so thank you so much for the wonderful weather. The finale of our program I'd like to present to you is a different kind of flavor piece. About 5 years ago, maybe, I guess it was a pandemic, I'm always anxious to find music of diverse composers. Black and brown composers and women have been going from the red band repertoire since I've been teaching 29 years. And this is my repertoire that they gave me part in Europe. So, Omar Thomas was an African-American. The last part was an African-American husband with Christmas Susan, who was named Justice of the Line. But this is coming up with our unique, will be a Jamie Don Juan. I'm looking for a piece from the South which was born. A piece to represent the life of Mexico, not written by an American composer, but by a Mexican composer. And I was just scouring the internet and found this lovely jewel called Little Mexican. The third movement, and my Spanish is not great, so it's not helping me here. Suara is the name of this particular movement. It's a lovely, lovely dance. The composer is a cellist, and she plays in the Mexico Symphony. She wrote this movement over 4 movement suite based on her childhood of walking from her home through cactus down to the bay, down to the water. And she walked through this sea of cacti, perhaps we should say, to get down, and that was her images move her. So she became a high-falutin professional cellist in the orchestra, and she became a composer, winning awards in Mexico, not yet in the United States. She wrote this wonderful dance song. And I understand it's a shorter dance stride than the song. And so it's intended to move. And it's got beautiful solos in it. It has, I think, the authentic feeling of Mexico. And I hope you'll enjoy the Suara movement of Little Mexico this week. It's been a joy to be here. I've enjoyed it very, very much. Thank you so much.